Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. As you can see, I've got the Lenormand decks that I do have out. So, we have been exploring the pagan Lenormand, which you know is very pagan orientated, as you can see by the pagans in the images. You know, there's 2 men and 2 women. So, quite a cool, very modern, but very nature-based type Lenormand deck. Love it, absolutely love it. But it's quite a big deck, as you can see, compared to the other Lenormand. Okay, the next in size, it's a tie between, I think, the Gilded Riviera, which is an expanded pack. Now this is by Ciro Machete. Okay, so this is a really cool deck. Again, it's got 2 men, 2 women in it, which is quite good because it does give you that difference. So let's just have a look at the imagery here. Let's pull this up so you can actually see. Now it does have some extra cards, like it's got a clock here. This is the rider. So you can sort of see. Yes, it's got the maze, which is extra. So there's your woman. One. Got dice, you've got a well. With birds, it's an owl. Child. Garden. Ship. The whip. Snake. Got the bridge, which is extra. There's a heart. There's a bear, which is a polar bear instead of a brown bear. Okay, so you've got the stork, you've got the bouquet, you've got the mice, you've got the moon. Okay, oh, there's the birds. So do I get 2 birds in here? Is this what I'm looking at? I always forget to. Yes, so you've got birds and you've got owls. So you've got 2. Yeah. Compass is an extra. There's the coffin, the sun, the letter. There's your man with the anchor, clouds, fish. Okay, there's a magnifying glass. There's your book. There's your cross, mountain. There's your other woman. There's your ring. Yeah, path instead of roads. Key is the mask, which is quite different. Whoops, mask, which is different. There's your other man, there's your lily, and there's your tree. So these are the extra cards, just to show you properly. So it does sort of add another depth to the readings. Now it does come with a guidebook, of course, which is a good way to sort of learn and study the deck because it is quite different. But again, you can go to Cafe Lenormand or any other websites or YouTube channels that have a variety of Lenormand meanings that you can go through and learn as well. So that's your Gilded Riviera. Right, the other one is, okay, Titiana's Fortune cards. Now this I started with. Very simple, nothing else in the imagery. Close the book, the ring, the woman, the mice, mouse, letter, star, heart. So it's very simple, very decluttered imagery, which is quite cool. Which is great when you're learning Lenormand, keeping it really, really simple, because you don't want to be awakening all those other things that are in the image. You just want the main concept. That's the thing with Lenormand. Remember, it is just the concept. It's not about using all the other symbols or anything else that's in the imagery. It's very, very simple. The book that comes with the deck does talk about card combinations, which is quite a good way to learn the cards as well. The card combinations could be quite different than maybe other sources, but it's really good. So Titiana's Fortune cards. Okay, now this one I got off Gamecrafter. Now this is a Japanese Lenormand, Japan Lenormand. So again, very Japanese type imagery. Now there is a lot in some of these images, so you sort of have to think for a minute. So this was number 20, so that's your path. Okay. So let's just go through your knife, your scythe. Of course, you can see things that are slightly different than would be in a normal Lenormand deck. Very Japanese in theme, of course. That's your rider. That's your fish. There's your child. There's your birds. Your woman and your man. That's your moon. Your lily. Your bear. Mountain. House. Dog. Whip. Stork. Coffin. Heart. Snake. Key. Here's your path or your road. Your anchor. And that's your cross. So that's your Japan Lenormand. Now that's on Game Crafter. It's quite a cute little Lenormand deck, and it's quite good to use with, I find, with my vintage Japanese tarot deck, or Foxfire Oracle, any sort of Japanese type tarot or oracle decks that will go with. Okay, next is Alexander Musluk decks. Alexander Musluk, I don't know how you actually pronounce his name, but anyway, this here is very, of course, it's got that sepia tone, that tea stain, that antique look. Got the card inserts, of course, and yeah, I quite like this with the TDM type cards, the Tarot de Marseille types decks. I think it works really, really well with that. So you can see it's got that sort of antique type feel to it. It does very, very lend itself to the traditional Tarot de Marseille style, Visconti Sforza, those sort of style decks. Okay, and then the last Lenormand deck here I created myself. Okay, this is, some of them are from photos that I had. Also from not only photos, but some clip art or some stock art as well. Okay, so let's go through, and some I sort of added things to them just for fun. Okay, so there's your child card. Oops, okay, there's a child card as well. Oops. Now for the cross I used an ink, just for something a bit different really. Okay, woman, okay, so there's a children's card. Okay, so let's put these to one side and I'll show you this. Okay, so we've got the children's card and the child, and then we've got the woman and the men, but I also decided to do, this one here is the querent and the partner as well. So there's a lot of combinations in there which are quite good when you're wanting to do a reading about people that are in someone's lives. It does give you some options to do that in many ways. So this is available through Make Playing Cards. Again, something I sort of created for myself because I wanted more combination of people cards. I wanted some combinations because they're not always just men and women. There's the non-binary aspect as well, which is why I wanted the queer intimate partner card. And sometimes it's just one child, sometimes it's a lot of children that you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about a family of children you want to, instead of just one child. So it does give you that option as well. So that's something that I did. So I just wanted to show you what Lenormand decks that I do have for myself. Just a really quick look. So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.